Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Capricorn, and see what this time frame has to offer you. Now, I'm going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are going to be your spirit animals, your totem animals for this time. If you see them in any way, shape, or form in the wild or an image of them, this is your spirit guides. These are your spirit guides, your angels, tapping you on your shoulder, saying, remember this message. So let's see what that message is and what the cards have to say. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Capricorn, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, these two. Wow, that's fun. All right, so we have the badger spirit, which says be fearless and bold, and the koala spirit, which says spirit has a plan. So be fearless and bold because spirit has a plan. That's absolutely beautiful. And then let's see what your chakra message is. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn. Oh goodness. March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Capricorn. March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Capricorn. March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Capricorn. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. This one right here, life purpose. And then we have inner strength. So you're moving towards your life purpose, and you're also calling upon your inner strength. There can be a sense here, Capricorn, where you feel life is supposed to be going this way, but it feels like it's going that way. And so there is a strength to keep yourself on your path that you want to be on. So let's see here. What does the tarot have to say? Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Angel and spirit guide message for Capricorn, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Capricorn, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Capricorn, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Capricorn. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay. So those cards are the ones that fell. So they're the ones that Spirit wants you to hear, and your angels. So you're starting off with the heart being the Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful, Capricorn. There's a sense of prosperity and success. We have the Seven of Swords, the Two of Swords, the King of Cups, a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, the Prince of Cups. Your heart is really moving you forward. Nine of Pentacles, prosperity. Eight of Swords, okay. I like that. Seven and then the eight. There's a sense here of a choice needing to be made. And you make it and you move towards prosperity. And the way to make this decision is not, through spreadsheets and through, obsessive planning. It's going to be by listening to your heart and embracing the mastery of your heart. You have the Ten of Wands, yeah. The Eight of Wands, the repeat of the number 8, can say that this is a very serious time for you, yes, but you can also be taking things a little bit too seriously, Capricorn, and you can get into that rut as a sign. So know here not to take things so seriously. It's going to be very important. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. You have a repeat of the number 7. You're going to be seeking deeper wisdom, deeper understanding. And there is also a sense here of, the truth really being important to you. People speaking the truth, but also if anybody lies or if you yourself tell even a white lie, it gets called out because number 7 just works that way. It calls you out. And so here, just during this time, if you can keep things very on the up and up, not that you wouldn't, but just a kind of just a warning here from Spirit, that would be absolutely beneficial to you. So the badger spirit and the koala spirit are your totem animals, your spirit animals for this time. Be fearless and be bold. The badger lets nothing stop them. There's a fearlessness, there's a boldness, there's a bravado that you are embracing. And it's not kind of just being show, but there is that sense of the old saying, fake it till you make it, that you are embracing. You might be overwhelmed, a little bit scared, but you keep on moving forward. And that leads you to the koala spirit, which says Spirit has a plan. Spirit most definitely has a plan. Be bold in your purpose. Be bold in yourself as you embrace that plan. You might be sitting there and saying, Dane, I don't know what Spirit's plan is. I've never known what Spirit's plan is. I would like to know what the plan is. So here, with the koala spirit, also know that you don't have to know everything. You just have to look yourself in the eye, in the mirror, and say, I love you. And I know that sounds simple, but it can be astoundingly challenging. And then look at yourself and say, I am enough. Because to be bold and to be brave for the plan that Spirit has, you have to be a bit in love with yourself. Not egotistically in love with yourself, not narcissistic, because you guys know where that root word came from of narcissistic. It came from Narcissus, who was this Greek guy, I believe, back in ancient times. And he was Greek. And he was looking into this pond of himself, and he thought he had never seen anybody quite as beautiful as him. So he fell in love with his own reflection. And one day he just leaned closer because, he was great. And he leaned closer, and then he drowned. So it's not being narcissistic. It's not drowning in your own love for yourself. It is saying, I know my worth, and I know my power, and I'm embracing it. Because Capricorn, this is the time that you are walking towards your life purpose, your reason for being on this earthly plane, the heart, the soul of yourself. And you might not know it, but you'll get glimpses of it. It's kind of like when a crystal hits the light and a rainbow comes onto the wall, right? And then the sun moves and the rainbow goes away. So the rainbow doesn't have to stay there forever, but you are embracing it when it comes. You are marveling in its beauty. You are understanding its complexity. And as you move forward with this throat chakra, speaking your purpose, being mindful of your words, because a lot of times, Capricorn, we speak to ourselves the way we wouldn't speak to our worst enemy, right? So be mindful of your words as you move forward, because we're moving towards inner strength. And here, I love it, because he looks like he's made of snow and of ice. And yet we have thunder cracking him open. Thunder, lightning, there we go. Lightning cracking him open. So there's this sense of feeling as if you have to be cold, you have to be a bit hard, looking at things. But the inner strength comes from the passion that shines through, from the light that is igniting you. And that leads you to what you are focusing on for this whole entire time period. And I don't know if you take the Ace of Pentacles, because it's not here yet. It might be in your subconscious message at the end. But with the Ace of Pentacles, what is guiding you this whole entire time and leading you forward is that divinity, the universe, God, source, spirit, however you say it, however you see it, your angels, your spirit guides, they're bringing you a gift of prosperity, of bounty, of beauty. But also know that the pentacle, think of the Petronian man, I believe that's what it is, that Da Vinci created, with the man with his arms spread out, his head here, his feet, his arms, okay? And he spread out and he makes this pentacle, and it's a circle around him. And it's to show perfect balance, perfect understanding. And as we embrace our prosperity, it doesn't mean that we fill our coffers. It doesn't mean that our bank account becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, though that would be awesome. And I would definitely not negate that if it's coming your way. But it's saying, what do I value? What do I value in my life? What is worth its weight in gold to me? Because as you are moving forward, as you are embracing your prosperity, you are guarding this, because you have that mama bear in the cave, fiercely guarding over her cubs, fiercely protecting her place. And that's what you're doing during this time. And it leads you to the Eight of Wands. Changes are coming rather quickly. You're seeing them, you're understanding them. Now here with the Eight of Wands, he's throwing the wands at his target, Okay? He can be practicing, but there's a change that's coming. There's a reason for this energetic movement. And there's going to be something that you are moving towards, something that you want, something that you're discovering, something that you're very passionate about. And as you keep your eye on the goal of prosperity, happiness, harmony with self, it leads you to the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is feeling as if you have to defend yourself, because with the energy that's around you, you are defending yourself. You are standing your ground. And so here, with this Eight of Wands, it's change coming in, and it's practicing and preparing for that change. It leads you to the Seven of Swords, which is a sense of here. What I love is that this man who's more mature, he's holding his pen, right? The pen is mightier than the sword. He has the swords here. But he looks like he's in doubt. He's in worry. Why? Why? Is he overthinking, overanalyzing? The swords definitely represent the mind and can be overthinking. There could also be this sense of feeling as if you need to protect yourself, feeling as if you need to stand your ground, know where you are over other people, okay? There is this sense of knowing your truth, knowing your power, knowing your purpose. And as you do so, you find out that the words that you say to yourself, what echoes in your mind, can be as cutting as a blade, as poignant as a knife, as a sword. So here, as you're moving forward, as you're looking, as you're understanding, as you're gaining a deeper reasoning to, you're finding out what matters, what cuts and what doesn't, what brings you forward. And this leads you to the Ten of Wands. You're carrying the weight of the world on your back. It's like Atlas. Atlas's punishment was to carry the world on his back. He was a titan. He fought against the Greek gods, and he lost. He fought with the other titans, of course, they all lost. And Atlas's particular punishment was to hold up the world on his shoulders. So here, you feel bent over, stooped over by the knowledge that you are carrying, by the weight of your passion, your determination, your goals towards your career, towards what you love and want in your life. And it doesn't have to be your career. It can be that your career pays the bills. It can not even be a career. It's a job. It pays the bills. That's great. That's its purpose. But there's something more that you want, or there's a passion that you have, and it's guiding you forward. It doesn't have to be, rocket science. It doesn't have to be anything that anybody else understands. It can be something profoundly personal, and don't negate it within you. So when you're carrying your passion, other people might sit there and say, oh my gosh, that's so silly, or, oh yeah, everybody does that. Especially if your passion is your children, and you might get spoken down to because of it. Don't listen. Don't listen. Because that is just cruelty right there. There is a sense here of you moving forward. People do not have to believe in your dreams. One person does, and that's you. It would be nice to have somebody else, but know that your angels and your spirit guides are with you, moving you forward, saying it's time to put down the burdens, and it's time to start building something grand, something beautiful. It's been ruminating within your mind, stewing. A good stew takes a long time to cook. So here, it's been brewing, it's been stewing, it's been steeping, it's been bubbling. Now it's time to put things down. Now it's time to see how things kind of fall together. And as you see and as you understand, you move towards the Prince of Cups. Love, joy, understanding, wisdom, a connection with the heart. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And it moves you towards the Seven of Pentacles. When it comes to what you love, you are willing to protect it. You are actually going to protect it. Full-heartedly giving what you desire to life, to yourself, to moving you forward. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, prosperity, success. But it's also a waiting. Here, I see this as the person cutting away the ivy. Why is that important? Well, in ancient Celtic times, they believed that ivy was the most powerful plant because it could take down an oak. So here you are taking away the leecher, okay? You are taking away the energy that sucks the life out of you. And you are giving yourself permission to grow to unbelievable heights and to have roots so profoundly deep that it's breathtaking. That you feel secure and safe within yourself. This here, the Seven of Pentacles, getting rid of the ivy, can be astoundingly emotional. It can be very trying at times. But as you do so, as you secure your prosperity, and you move forward with your heart. And why is it important to move forward with our hearts? Because we are emotional beings. And as emotional beings, we need our hearts. We need to be in a line with our hearts. That's how I see it. And if we ignore our hearts, and if we say, what you love doesn't matter, what you dream about is nonsense, we lose a beautiful and fundamental piece of ourselves. And here, with the Nine of Pentacles, there's prosperity and success. You're looking at the big picture. Here, she has the falcon on her arm. She has, the glove for falconry. And what's the best thing about falconry is that the bird can soar to unbelievable heights, and can see so much more than we can see ourselves. So let the insight from Spirit in. Spirit can soar so much higher than we can understand and see so much more than we can even comprehend. And it leads us to prosperity, most definitely. And it leads us to from being a defender of our hearts to a king. People are going to see your emotional truth, your heartfelt, connection with what you love, with what you desire. It's moving you forward. And as it moves you forward, you shine like a golden star. And as your heart shines, as your passion shines, as your love shines, it brings change into your life that leads you forward. And it brings prosperity. But it also lets you know what needs to come to an end, what needs to be taken away. The ivy that is growing on your tree that will suck the life out of it. This leads you to the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, feeling overwhelmed, not being able to see, thinking no matter which way you turn, you're going to make a mistake, which is untrue. You are moving towards your passion, towards what you desire. And as you move towards your truth, doubts, fears, apprehension, self-sabotage comes in the way. And it can almost be said, and it can be said, that the closer you get to living your authenticity, to living in your truth, the more you can sideswipe yourself, the more you can distract yourself, the more you can feel like, oh wow, there's a million other things that I'd rather be doing. Because it's almost alien in this world and on this earth to be in alignment with your heart, to be in alignment with yourself. And now you're at a crossroads. Do you stay in fear, the doubt of the mind, the overwhelming upset? Or do you move forward in your truth, in your passion, in your power? You see two options set before you. But as you embrace your mind, your soul, yourself, you're going to see another option open up, another gateway move you forward, Capricorn. And as that gateway opens, you put down the weight that you've been carrying. You also let go of trying to be everything for everyone and say, I can only do my best. I can only do what is right for me. And as you do so, everything starts to change. This wealth of change comes in. And you're spearing it ahead. You are at the forefront of this change. You're moving it forward. You're finding your passion, your desire, your truth, and you're following it. Your subconscious message is the Queen of Pentacles. You are most definitely taking this gift of prosperity. And it's subconsciously, so you do it without effort. You take it, but it's because you're not sitting on the couch at home eating chips. It's because you are looking at what you desire, at what you want, at what you love. And you are calling that into being. It's radiating through you. Think of her, using that bone, drumming on her drum, beating on her drum, calling that energy into her. That vibrational truth becoming a part of her. Okay? Permeating every single molecule in her body. And then going outward, being heard by others. That's what's happening here. You are going towards your success, and you are letting it radiate and vibrate through you. Your subconscious chakra message is communication. Communication is important. The communication that we do with words, but also body language. Facial expressions. You're going to find that a lot of your communication is done mind to mind. It's done in the million little things that aren't said. And as you embrace your passion, embrace your power, embrace your understanding, you find yourself moving forward. The throat chakra is very important to you during this time. Make sure it's healed, make sure it's cleansed, make sure it's vibrating beautifully. And be very mindful of your words. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the koi fish. There is always enough, and there is. There is always enough, and there is more than enough out there in the world. We just somehow believe that there isn't. That there is a cap on happiness, a cap on prosperity, a cap on life. And know now that there is always enough bounty, beauty, and abundance leading you forward and calling greatness into your life. All right, Capricorn, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you, and I love you all. Bye.